What's up, Oscar? We got you in the podcast again.
Yeah, man, it's been a couple of years or whatever long time it's been, but it's been good times, man.
I know.
Yeah,
How's the COVID treating you?
it's new experience, man. Day by day, working, been an essential worker ever since. Been blessed about it, but at the same time, just gotta go day by day, go with your life, and never leave working out. I always gotta
Right.
work out. It's good for the mind.
That's the big thing now, right? Like a lot of people didn't work out for the past 4 to 5 months.
Yeah, I mean, if you didn't have a routine going in before COVID,
Right.
it's very, very tough, and it's easier to be like, nah, not yet, not right now.
Right.
Then the home workouts kicked in, and I think that's a very big deal. It's tough though if you're a parent, older people, working at home. It must be very, very tough with the kids, but you got to find a way.
Yeah. Yeah, that was tough, even for me. Like the first month, I was so scared. Like I didn't know what to do, what was going on. Nobody was talking about the procedures or anything for the city. So, I just stayed home and I ate whatever because I was like, maybe it's how the paper toilet was shortage and so we all thought that everything is gonna be a big shortage. So we just bought bread and milk and eggs, and we just ate all the carbs. That's
Yeah.
basically what we all did. So,
For real, man.
I definitely gained like at least 30 pounds just from this.
I was just seeing the meme. They were saying like, where's everybody doing bread now? Because everybody's making bread the first 2 months of COVID, and then it's like you're right. The BJ's lines were like ridiculous.
Yeah.
They wouldn't let everybody in. I still remember that day. I had to come in an hour early before BJ's open while it was snowing,
Hmm.
and it was such a big line. And I was like, you know what? I'll make an hour before and wait. And if I would have came 9 on the dot, nah, I was rapping all around the whole building.
That's crazy.
Because I remember that, man. People would buy everything.
Mm.
One case of toilet paper. That's it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because people were just hoarding things,
Yeah.
which I don't get, man. Like,
It's just panicking. It's the same thing, man. You panic, say like you got a big event, like whether it's like prom night, wedding, or whatever. You panic. You do whatever you need to do to lose that weight, or you'll do anything. But if you have no guidance, you're just gonna go all out.
yeah,
And then you get probably disappointment, or you just be looking like, what am I doing with all this stuff? You know,
Right.
not even thinking of others. And I think that was a very big deal. Just hoarding all those stuff,
yeah.
not thinking about the senior citizens and all that.
Yeah.
That was pretty messed up.
But I saw like people on my social media, like Facebook and stuff. Man, they are doing fine. Like, nothing affected them. I saw them working outside. I saw them working at home.
Yeah, no, I seen that. I see a lot of people picking up running,
Yeah,
which is pretty cool. See a lot of people around my way like walking from 6 in the morning, 7 in the morning. It's like a new hobby. Ain't nothing wrong walking,
Yeah.
especially when you could walk with somebody maybe 30, 45 minutes. Running's cool. Running's tough.
Yeah.
I've done a couple of marathons, but it wasn't because I was like, oh yeah, I can't wait to do another one. It was more of like, I like to use it to stress myself.
Right.
Ran the last one with Jose, so that felt pretty cool, running with somebody. But when it comes to running, yeah, that's a whole different ballgame, man. Unless it's basketball. Basketball's different.
Man, I miss those days, man. Basketball days.
Yeah, basketball. I play here and there, man, but it's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough. The conditioning is there. Obviously, COVID is always back in your mind. So yeah.
I remember that text you sent us because you were like Thursday, and we were like, yeah. We were so excited because the whole Corona thing was just starting.
Yeah.
Like they were saying, okay, you can't go, whatever. You have to close businesses, and you still haven't had send a text saying that it's canceled. So we all excited. I think you canceled like 2 hours like before going.
Yeah.
We were all pumped, man. We were like, this is gonna be the last one. I know this is gonna be the last one. We all prepared, and boom, we received the text, and we were like, oh fuck, man, this is real now.
Yeah.
I think for me, that's when it hit. The whole shit was real.
I was excited, man. We had a great routine.
I know.
What Tuesdays or Thursdays or Mondays and Wednesdays, and then I canceled because of I think somebody needed a favor.
Oh damn! So it wasn't like
No, it wasn't because I wasn't near my phone for a couple of hours, and I came back and I was like, damn, who has it? And I was like, who has what? And he was like, who has the coronavirus? People
Right.
weren't calling COVID yet.
yeah,
And then I was like, nah, nobody got it, man. I am scared,
yeah,
but nobody got it. But this could be the last time. I'm not
Damn.
sure. Because I remember that was my last week. And then they shut down the gyms and they let us know. And I'm like, God damn, this is real.
Damn. Just to clarify for the people, Oscar opens the basketball gym for us, like an indoor basketball gym. That a bunch of guys, crazy guys, it gets really emotional in there. And he opens it, and then we just play there for a couple hours. Sometimes for like, I think the latest was like 10:30, almost 11.
Yeah, no, it was good times. I feel like everybody, you know, it's a long work day,
Yeah.
so everybody's pumped up, being like, you know what, let's get this going.
Right.
And then it just takes that one foul.
Yeah.
One foul, one argument, then it just keeps on going for the next game and next game. But it is what it is. I mean, it's competitive nature. You know, the older you get,
You're right.
you realize you ain't an NBA player, but at least you could be good
got
at one
basketball,
court.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's just a lot of fun, man. You just all your stress, you just leave it there. I just feel bad whoever is there, and you take it on them.
Yeah.
Because I feel like some people, myself, I take it on somebody in there.
Yeah.
And boom, that's it.
Yeah, and it's cool though. We still build a little community, you know.
Yeah.
People.
I mean, we're all friends. It's not like you know.
Yeah, I mean, it happens in the NBA too. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? People go in there and they want to kill each other, but that's another thing too, man. A lot of people always think that basketball isn't physical, but
Oh yeah.
it's physical, man.
It
It's
is.
a lot of tweaks here, a little elbow here. I've been elbowed so many times, man. You can't complain about
Yeah.
it, you know.
I got slapped. I got
Get these slaps and scratches.
Yeah.
Man. It's very annoying.
my hands were like destroyed from all.
Yeah.
I still got scars from playing, but it's so important, man. That's something that we don't have now. You know, that like community, just having friends around, just
Yeah, no, that has always been a very big deal, you know, like because of COVID, you know, you can't really meet up people, and you could do only so much
Right.
FaceTime and Zoom meetings and like
Right.
talk to each other on social media. It ain't natural, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially the way we grew up, we didn't have that social media, so if we had to, you know, talk to a girl, you just gotta straight up talk to her. If you want to get advice from a dude at the gym, you just gotta straight up talk to him. You know, now these days, you know, you legit could go the whole year and like not talk to people and still get your shit done.
right.
And I think that's to me, especially as a public speaker, I think that's not a good way to go.
Right.
Because you got to talk, man. What happens if you're in trouble? What happens if you want to speak up at a store or speak up anywhere and you can't because you're shy and you do lose your touch from talking.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like this podcast itself helps out a lot.
Yeah.
And I think if people could realize that, like, if you get any type of going, even a phone call or like meet up in person, just be safe about it. I think like little things will go back to normal, you know?
Right.
And I think when it came to basketball, I think basketball was where we, you know, got together. We got 10, 15 minutes to stretch and get loosened up, and you could feel everybody catching up to each other, you know?
Right.
You know, complaining, all this and that, and then it was basketball. It's basketball time, and then it was over. You do the same exact thing. 5 to 10 minutes, cleaning up and talking to each other. Now you miss out that whole thing,
Right.
and you take that for granted.
Yeah, we definitely did.
Yeah,
I definitely did.
yeah. It wasn't always about basketball. It was more like, damn, I haven't seen you in a while.
Right.
Now it's like, yo, I haven't seen you in a year.
Yeah. It's like the connections we were making, even though we were all coming from like different back. It's so crazy. We were all from different backgrounds, even though we were all from Eastie.
Yeah.
Like it just didn't. It was just an amazing.
It's just that's East Boston for you, man.
Yeah.
I just feel like you think you know everybody, but you don't. But there's a mutual friend there.
Yeah.
It's like, nah, I never met. It's like Elvin. I never met him in my life, and this dude lived on my street.
That's
whole
crazy.
Time, and I met him through a conference.
He was here in the podcast.
Yeah, he's a great dude, man.
Yeah.
He knows a lot of basketball.
Yeah.
A lot of basketball in the office.
Yo, I still owe you your hat, your Supreme hat. Yo, I think it's been like 2 years that hat had been sitting here. He left it in the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
He never came back to get it.
Yeah, man. No, we just got to keep it going with the podcast. I think you could get people together, you know?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we had a couple of people that were supposed to come in, but, you know, the whole pandemic thing, we kind of slowed it down. And then I was just trying to pick it up again. But, you know, a lot of people still scared because they got, you know, grandparents that live with them and all that.
Exactly.
I don't want to be the guy who, you know, that connection, that, he came here and then whatever. Even though I don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
I'm usually just chilling now.
Yeah, it's tough, man. When you socialize a lot, man.
Yeah.
You got to figure it out. But, yeah, you just got to be safe. Cover your tracks. You know what I mean? Wash your hands, sanitize your hands as much as you can. Don't touch your face.
Right.
Always look out for others. It's not always about you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Even that one slip up could lead to so many things.
Yeah.
And that's what's scary about the COVID part. But Yeah, you just gotta just follow the guidelines.
All right. I mean, a lot of people are depressed. I think. I mean, if the gyms are closed, that's like a big thing that the people use to like decompress and all that. And then we can't meet our friends or family sometimes, so we don't have that like connection anymore. That a lot of people need hugs and kissing. You don't have that anymore. Human beings need that type of connection.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's just so crazy that we had to isolate ourselves this much. I don't think it's normal. Like I feel like Castaway with Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking to like a ball now. Like
it's
talking to this bike over here or something. Like
it's real, man. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
it's like you're alone in the island.
Yeah, you're on point because if you were going to the gym, there was a great chance that you met that one or two person to talk to about how the workout's gonna be or like how was your day. You don't have that. You know what I mean? If you were gonna do a sports activity, same exact concept. Even if you go maybe bump into somebody at the market basket or whatever, there's a highly chance that you guys are probably not going to talk to each other, just waving by. You know what I'm saying? And it's just all of that is missing out. You know what I mean? Like coffee shops.
Right.
Coffee shops has always been a very big deal, but people can't sit down and talk to each other like that anymore, And usually if you're going out at night or going out to places, it's usually the same exact people. So you're still missing out the other people that maybe you were cool with from work or all this and that. And that's another thing about working from home. Maybe you were cool with some people from work, but you're not seeing them.
Yeah, you can't talk to them or.
And Zoom meetings, like nobody wants to really be in them.
No.
You're not gonna interrupt the meeting to say what up to somebody,
right.
And then once it's done, it's done.
Right.
So yeah, it's freaking tough, man. And I think you're right. People need to talk to each other.
Yeah, and talking about work, a lot of people go to bars and go to restaurants to network and play the politics of management. And we don't have that now, so it's gonna be interesting to see who gets promoted, or even if there is gonna be promotions. And because at my job, we're not seeing a lot of promotions going on.
Yeah,
and it has to do a lot with going to like having a drink in a restaurant just to find out how this person works, how his mind works. Because sometimes I work, you had a set of procedures that you're just following.
Yeah,
but you want to know how the person is like outside or out of work. And if you're not like not if you're not networking or anything, you're not gonna like go up on the stairs of management. And it's gonna be interesting to see like.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, there's another thing too. Like, I know we're stuck, we're not socializing and everything, but you should be able to pick up a couple of new skills. Right. The time is there now. You know what I mean? Like, whether it's you want to learn a new language, read more books, get to know your family, whatever. Just try. This is the perfect time to at least do it. I mean, anybody else would tell you that. Like, if they're very successful people, will always tell you, like, just got to find an alternative way and just keep on improving. As much as it sounds sad that we're stuck in, but got to do something about it. Can't just be stuck. You know what I mean? Working at home will be even more boring. Everybody wanted to do it at first. Now it's like, nah, I don't want to do it, And we're not. I don't think anytime soon that's going to change. Yeah. And there's so much you could do now. Even if you want to go into the city, if you're not into like walking or the nature or just walking, drinking a coffee, you're not going to go there either. You know what I mean? So I think it's very important right now to pick up a skill, even working out at home. There's nothing wrong with that. I think working at home with me, it's easier than the gym because as long as you don't give up, ain't nobody there to judge you. Right. You know what I mean? You're comfortable at home. If you got the space, throw on YouTube, get a little program. It doesn't hurt. Just follow through, And I think I started seeing that more and more. And, I was training a client through WhatsApp. Video, 30 minutes. At first, it was tough. Right. Because I'm like, it's not the same.
And you don't have that connection.
As a trainer, I love being, pretty close to the person and just preaching, talking about life. And at the same time, I always took responsibility, take the weights off of them, let them catch their breath, let me get their weights. I can't do that. And so much weight, so much dumbbells there is at home, you can't really train like that. So at least as a trainer, I felt like a little handicapped, but that would be just an excuse. So I know the virtual, you could do so much. Right. And then I do miss that connection with my clients, And hopefully it changes soon.
But you're still adapting to
Yeah.
Or you got it down now then?
I got it down, but I think it will depend more on the client, whether it's a new client or not, to actually feel like if it's worth it.
Okay.
Because I think it's worth it, but if a person's used to like throwing weights around, doing strength training, that's very tough.
Right.
Because maybe that person doesn't have even half of those things at home. So it's kind of hard to tell the person, like, look, we're going to change your whole routine to maybe some HIIT, more body weight stuff. And they're probably not going to get into that. And that's something that, it is up to the trainer, unfortunately, to try to convince that person to be like, all right, we're going to just do a lot of squats, body weight squats. How much weight do you have? A 10-pounder? All right, we're going to make the best out of it.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's hard to convince somebody who could probably lift so much heavier with 10 pounds, but let them know that you could still make progress. It's a whole different routine,
Right.
but you'll do progress. And I think that's what makes it tough about virtual. It just all depends on the client. Maybe the other client don't care. Maybe the client wants to be like, yeah, I'm into it. I just want to lose weight. You know
Like the mindset is still there that he wants to work out.
Yeah.
And all the equipment, have you seen all the gym equipment? How expensive it is now? Because they were all sold out from Rogue Fitness and.
Yeah, I got word on the street that Anytime Fitness closed up in Route 1.
Nah.
So they're auctioning all their stuff.
Shoot, I'm about to go.
Yeah,
up
I actually meant to tell you that on Wednesday. My boy told me, and I was like, damn, really? He was like, yeah, you should look into it. I was like, I don't know if I could go. I don't know where I'm going to put it at, but
Right.
I'm going to tell my boy, yeah, I think that gyms is very hard to survive. So if you're going to make some money out of something,
Right.
it's the last resort.
Just sell all your equipment. Because I bought all my equipment from Rogue, but even though they were still selling it at the original price, everything was all sold out. Like I would just buying whatever they had. So if they only had 10-pound plates, I just get like 3 of those just to make a 45.
Yeah. Now you got to do what you got to do to make up to that 45. Yeah, it's tough.
So I can only, and I'm lucky that I have a little space to put it somewhere, because I know a lot of people have like a condo. And they can't put a whole squat rack in there.
No, they can't. Nah, power rack, you're committed.
Yeah.
You're committed not only through COVID, you're committed for a long time.
And your neighbor's not going to be happy.
Yeah,
slamming
exactly.
all that.
Yeah, I remember I was slowly thinking of just buying stuff before COVID. And then I went to Walmart and they had 40-pound kettlebells for 50. 50-pound kettlebells for 60. It was just $10 more than the weight. It was like 1.1 per pound. And I'm thinking to myself, this is so cheap.
Right.
I can't wait to get them like soon. And then COVID happened. I checked. Nope, all sold out.
That's crazy.
Because whoever worked out looked at it. I'm like, that is too cheap. Then when you go to Amazon, you're getting like a 3 set of 5, 8, 10 for like $60. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's good. Amazon is like hustling people right now. I mean, they hustle people with the hand sanitizers.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
It was like $300 for like a gallon of Purell or something.
Yep, and they'll sell out.
Yeah, oh my God, that's crazy.
It's so out. Now you see them everywhere.
Yeah, now it's like not a big problem.
Never understood that logic. Like, where I work, you need all of it,
Right.
100%. You're dealing with people, you got coworkers. But if you're at home and you're already paranoid, like, where are you gonna go?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you just need little supplies as you go. You can't like buy something that's so big unless you're gonna stay home for 6 months, which a lot of people did.
I mean, eventually we did, right?
Yeah,
5 months now.
yeah, but that's an expensive product at first. Now
It was like a high commodity.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's how it goes. You know what I'm saying? Look at Home Depot. Everybody went to do just in-home projects.
Right.
And they boomed. Home Depot boomed because people were like, nah, I'm home, I'm bored. Let's work on this project.
It's like the same thing you were saying. People were learning new skills. They saw like a project from their house. They're like, I don't have anything to do. I'm collecting right now, so let me just fix something in the house. And they're probably like making YouTube videos now.
Yeah.
Just like how to fix little things in the house.
Yeah.
Probably don't have to go to work anymore.
Yeah, no, that's cool. I mean, exactly.
You know who's amazing though? Angelica, Christian's wife. How she turned this whole thing and made like $1 gazillion.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Learning a new skill.
And I know Christian at first was like, what the fuck is she doing?
Really?
Because he must have been like, yeah, go. And Christian supports Eddie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially his wife. He'll be like, yeah, you do what you need to do, but I don't know what you're doing.
That was so crazy. Like that evolution of seeing her.
Yeah.
Like I saw her first videos and I was like, okay. I was like, what is this? This is new. Like, I've never seen this.
Yeah, I know.
Like a live thing selling jewelry. I was
Mm-hmm.
like, that's so.
Yeah.
What? What's going on here?
Nah, she hits a perfect on people on Facebook too. I
Yeah.
think Facebook is way more successful for that type of stuff instead of IG. Obviously, because it's live, but it's just you have a more broader group of ages. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna see 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds, 50-year-olds,
Boomers and all.
yeah. Then the other people, and then you follow, and then support too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The sharing.
It's
all
probably
that.
just takes that one person to be like, yeah, I want, and the other person's all right, cool. Somebody's actually buying something.
Yeah.
For her. You know what I mean? Plus, when you go live, you kind of like not bullshitting.
Right. You can't.
Like you can't, like that's you. That's legit you. You can't be like one time and you're out.
Right.
You would have to make a new Facebook because you were ripping people off. But yeah, she's done what a lot of entrepreneurs should be doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just take the risk. How would you ever learn? You know?
Right.
Like, I think she left her job for that.
I think so.
I want to. I don't remember.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
I just saw her doing like she's doing big things on.
Yeah, I know she does it in the evening. So
Yep.
yeah, so that's pretty cool. And I'm pretty sure now, like she got so good at it, people got notifications, and I think that's the coolest part. You know,
Yeah.
you got people waiting for you, and I think that's her ambitious too, knowing that there's gonna be already people there waiting for her. I think at first you're like, damn, who's gonna listen to this? Who's gonna even see me? And if you just don't stop doing it, it becomes like a commercial. Like, you know,
Right.
like you look at that same fucking Whopper, you know, like whatever. And finally, I seen it like fifth time. I'm like, what is this guy talking about?
Right.
And he says like, man, this Whopper's like flame grilled. I'm like, you sure it's flame grilled? But I paid attention to it.
Right.
And I think that's what it is. You just can't stop doing what you're doing because there's people watching.
Right. Even
if,
though they're lurking, people are always lurking.
I think that's I think that's the thing that whoever's trying to start stuff, lurkers.
Yeah.
That's what should matter, and it doesn't show on the analytics.
Yeah.
The analytics,
Because they don't even click sometimes on your video. They just watch, the preview, and the preview now lets you watch the whole thing. So you just
yeah, because the analytics, I forget how it goes when it comes to views. They have to
there's
watch
impressions.
They have to watch a certain amount of time for it to be an official view. But like the lurking, like, you know what I'm saying? Like a person could have gone in and out. And
Right.
they're like, you know what? Let me see what this is. And I think that's cool, man. Props to her.
Yeah, man, amazing.
Because money's money in COVID.
Right, and she's
Well,
making a killing
Yeah.
on it
Yeah, she is.
because she puts her numbers and everything.
See, that's impressive.
Yeah, I was like, wow, I wouldn't be doing that.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't want
very
people to know.
It's very impressive. Once you do that, you can't take it back. But
Right.
that's her character, man.
Yeah.
You got to respect the hustle.
Right.
And it's nothing better than seeing somebody that...
She got like employees now or something. I feel like she's like, I know she shares other people who does the same thing. I don't know how it works. I need to talk to her.
Yeah.
Maybe bring her here.
Yeah, we should bring her here. I think that she's she looks like she had experience and she knew what she was doing before going in.
Yeah, she didn't go like a rookie. She's like, she knew what she was doing.
Yeah, and I think that she was like, you know what? Oh, fuck it, I'm gonna do it, and then see how it goes. And when it picked up, I think if she has people working for her, I think that's one of the smartest things you could ever do.
Right.
Because now you could improve on something else that's very needed when there's little things that maybe somebody else could do for you.
Right.
Because I think the greed when it comes to, like, when you're working independently, it could come with like saying, nah, I want to make more money. This is going great. But is it worth the stress in your time? That you could cut that time off of that stress when somebody else could be doing that for you. Now it opened more time. You know what I mean? For you to work on something else. When you're doing everything yourself, it's going to be impossible.
Yeah, it gets to a point where you can't do it on your own anymore. You need people to help you out.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a trainer. Like, you can make more money the more clients you have, but what other way can you make more money? And it's like getting maybe a group of people together now, and within that same hour, instead of just training that one person. You know what I mean? So I think that's why these spin instructors or trainers are taking on more people within an hour, because whatever they get through Venmo or whatever, they've seen the dollar figure better in that hourly rate than compared to that one-on-one. You know what I mean? And it's that one-on-one that has a lot of benefits. You're just dealing with one person, the other person's going to get a great results because they have they get all the focus on them. When it's group, probably won't get that greatest result compared to that one-on-one client. But as a trainer, at least you looked at it and you were like, the revenue is much better.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's your time still. I mean, everybody burns out, whether a trainer or whatever you do, you're gonna burn out if you keep working a lot.
Right.
And I don't know if it's worth it for the money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you have to find a balance, I think.
Yeah.
But how is it at the gym? What do you think? More people are hiring personal trainers now, or people are just doing it more solo?
Yeah, I think more people took the route as let me get certified,
Oh, so they're getting certified as a...
let me get insurance, and let me find a spot to train.
Okay.
So I'm thinking a lot of people with their backyards in the house would probably train people there. I don't know how the rules are when you go into like a grass area. I don't think there's even rules for that.
No, I think you can go to any park. You just train people there.
I think people encourage that anyways, and I think that's how it goes. I mean, you're the trainer. You charge what you need to charge, whatever you think is best. And I'm guessing partner. I seen a lot of partner trainings, and I think that's smart because when it's 1-on-1 and it looks like there's no equipment, that's very tough. You almost ask yourself, why do I need a trainer?
Right.
You know what I mean? But if the person doesn't know how to work out, then I understand. But when it's partner, it looks more fun. You know what I mean? And if it's a class, it looks even more fun.
Right.
And if it's a class that is safely done with the social distancing, then you have people go like, man, it's starting to feel normal again.
Right.
And that's what you want. But it has to be safe. You know what I mean? The moment it feels starting to normal, there's more positive vibes behind.
Right.
That means that you're most likely guaranteed you're going to come again. Because you're starting to feel that vibe. It was like, yo, I get to see her again. Next Monday, I can't wait. I have an instructor instead of being like a Peloton. You're with people,
Right.
but you ain't nobody talking to each other probably.
Yeah.
And they're all across the world, and then that's it. There's nothing. Doesn't feel anything real. You know? And then at least when you're in a class or with a partner, it feels so much real compared to that. But yeah, we'll see how the gym goes. Day by day, week by week.
Right. Because I bought a kettlebell. I went to a flea market and I bought a 45-pound.
Flea market's still going on right
Yeah.
now? That's crazy.
Yeah, because it's open air, whatever. But like, yeah. So I bought a kettlebell, a 45 kettlebell for $10. So
It's 45?
45. I have it.
It feels it?
You can touch it. You can feel it.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah.
So, there's ways to find equipment. Like, you can go that route. But, I wasn't, like, expecting the flea market to be open. And then my dad was like, hey, yeah, it's open. Because, he got nothing to do. So he's wasting gas all over the place just looking for something to do, too.
Yeah. No, damn, that's crazy. That's very cheap.
Yeah.
Kettlebells are awesome. Man.
Yeah. And, I went to YouTube. There's, like, a million people doing, like, workouts and teaching you for free. Like, and I was so skeptical at first. I was like, oh, man, this is going to be bullshit. I lift heavy. I was like, none of this is going to work for me.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm going to do, like, a couple of sets of this. And I'm not going to feel anything. I'm going to, just walk away. Oh, boy. I did a 10-minute workout with kettlebells. I was burning. I never had that bad as that good as a workout, but it was so bad because I couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
I think I did like 6 minutes because I couldn't finish the whole 10 minutes.
Yeah. No, I think, I'm more of a hybrid. I love the bodybuilding phase.
Right.
But I also love the powerlifting, obviously, because numbers go up and you get pumped up.
Right.
But when you start doing something in 10 minutes, that's a whole different ballgame.
Like no stop.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't know how those people do it. Like, I don't know how they work out 10 straight minutes.
It's so crazy.
Let alone they most likely talk.
Yeah, and they're talking as they're doing it with me. And I'm like, how the hell this guy still going? Like, I'm already like in the floor.
Yeah, I know.
I never sweat that much in my life. I mean, granted, I didn't work out for like 4 months before.
It's just different muscle groups, different type of workout when you're like asking your body to like, hey, let's work out for the next 10 minutes.
Right.
Instead of like, hey, let's push heavy for anywhere between like 15 and 30 seconds and then take a 3-minute break.
Right. That's even, my mindset was like, I still got it. I still can do it.
I think you said it right. It's the mindset. Your mindset's already glued to like lifting, taking a break, lifting, taking a break, and getting a pump. When this one is like, there's a pump going on, but your heart's racing.
Right.
And when your heart's racing, then like your breathing could be off,
All off. Yeah, it was all off.
and then you're wondering like, why am I doing this? But it works.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I think it's cool. Like, I think the older you get, you just gotta like sometimes switch it up just a little bit.
Yeah.
Because if you,
Thank you, Oscar, for coming in. You coming back? Talk about the weight loss.
of course, let's talk about the weight loss.
I know a lot of people need it
Yeah.
nowadays.
Yeah, no, I need it myself too. Just as I think it's a very important issue, especially during COVID time. But no, thank you for having me, man.
Thank you, man.
Take care.
Appreciate it.